Eliza, it's only a suggestion. I thought maybe if I could get you to come over here for lunch, that way I'd be sure you were eating. Well, all right. If you promise to fix yourself something decent. Oh, and honey, a glass of milk, huh? Liza, please, don't humor me. A glass of milk, okay? Thank you. All right, sweetie. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
How'd she sound?
Tired, angry, how else would she sound? She said she's thinking of maybe visiting Janet in San Francisco.
Well, maybe that's just what the doctor ordered.
No, what the doctor ordered, Joe, is for Travis Santel to get over to that house and tell Liza he's sorry.
I just wish I knew what went wrong yesterday. It seemed to me they were both in just the right frame of mind. Oh, a little cautious, but willing to listen to each other. What could have happened to make him so angry he stormed out of there without giving her a chance to open her mouth?
Rusty. Liza says that Rusty said something to Travis to make him upset, and that's why he didn't stay for the meeting. And you know something? I believe her, Joe. Lord knows why, but that guy is trying to keep Liza and Travis apart.
Yeah, I know she feels that way.
You don't think she's making it up, do you?
I only know what I saw. Liza and I got there just a few minutes after Rusty and Travis did. What could he have said or done in that little time to get Rusty so angry? He stormed out of there. It seems to me more...
All right, Joe, fine. You can stick up for Rusty, but I don't have to listen to it.
I'm not sticking up for anybody. I just don't think we have all the facts yet. And...
Stu, Joe. Well, I see lunch business is booming as usual.
Hello, Rusty.
Stu, it must warm your heart to see the place fill up.
This is Search for Tomorrow.
I'm afraid I've put you in an awkward position. I'm sorry.
Oh, I apologize. Not your fault.
Well, I know that Stu must stand by his granddaughter, but I'm afraid he looks upon our friendship as a form of disloyalty. I hate to be the cause of friction between you and Stu.
Well, we've been friends an awful lot of years. I'm not going to lose him. Matter of fact, I'm going to see to it I don't lose any of my friends, not Travis or Liza either. We'll make some sense out of all this. We've got to.
I'm grateful for your determination. I hope I'm on that list of friends you don't want to lose.
Well, of course.
Good, because I don't know what I'd do without you.
Oh, I think you do all right. You're self-reliant to the core, Rusty Santel.
Joanne, you know very well that if it wasn't for your kind intervention a couple of weeks ago, I'd still be bogged down in bureaucratic red tape.
You're right. I was going to ask you, any progress?
Well, you might say that. That's what I came by to tell you. I talked to the lawyers from the State Banking Commission. The charter has been approved. Much thanks to you.
Has it really? I mean, it's all set?
Yes. The papers are to follow, and then Henderson International Bank will be well on its way.
Well, I'm very happy for you. I know you were anxious to get that off the ground. Congratulations. Hi, Mr. B.
Oh, hi.
How you doing? Look.
You two are here for lunch, I hope.
We certainly are.
Are you kidding? I've been fantasizing about your crab meat salad all morning.
If that's the stuff her fantasies are made of, I'm in big trouble.
Oh.
What? Oh, yeah.
Joe, get him out.
Yeah, right. Crab meat salad is tough competition. Listen, I'll have someone come by and take your order. Enjoy, huh?
Okay, thanks. Why?
Poor Mr. B. He's so worried about Liza.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Wish I could get what I need on old Rusty Santel. That way I can go to Travis and Liza and knock some sense into their heads. Would love to spare them all this agony, you know?
Well, how soon do you think you'll get whatever it is you're looking for?
Your information on how Santel bought his stock in the TV station was very helpful. I think I just get a readout on shifty old bunko, do
But, Dane, you promise that you'll absolutely, positively tell me as soon as you find out anything.
When I have something I can tell Liza, I'll have something I can tell you. Deal?
Deal.
Good.
Now, you put that in writing. Then I'll go powder my nose. Excuse me.
Man. Joe?
Oh, what can I do for you, Dane?
I was wondering if I could use your phone for a minute.
Of course. Help yourself.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, Aja Doyen, please. Thank you. She's not. Great, try there. Thank you very much.
Professor Doyen.
What's the matter? Your own office never good enough for you?
Dane.
You got it. I'm back, Professor. I'm calling you just like I said I would.
Yeah, well, look, I'm a little busy right now, so, could you call back?
Won't take a minute, okay? Just a minute of your time. I just have a couple of questions I want to ask you.
Dane, the only questions you ever seem to ask are highly personal ones, and I'm really not in the mood right now.
Wrong. You got me all wrong, Professor. These questions aren't even about you this time.
Then about what?
All right, look, I just want you to be straight with me, all right? I want to know if Rusty Santel has ever mentioned anything to you about a bank in Switzerland.
A Swiss bank?
Yes.
No, I don't think he has.
Come on,
Think about it. Its name is Banco Due. It's in Geneva.
I just
Has he ever mentioned
told
anything
you
at all?
no, Dane.
Are you sure?
I don't know anything about it, but I do know one thing for sure. I don't want to be talking to anybody right now.
Makes me happy to see you guys back and forth. This place sure beats the greasy spoon I used to grab lunch in. You could get ptomaine from the water in that place.
See that, Colt? At least you got me to thank for something. As long as I'm your partner, you'll eat well. What's on special today, Stu?
What?
I said, what's on today's special?
Oh, crab meat salad or liver and onion steak, you bake.
Oh, great. We'll take the liver.
Wait a minute, I don't like liver.
All right, it's good for you. It's got the iron and all that other good stuff in it, right?
Yeah, right, right.
This guy's been falling asleep on me half the morning.
I'll be fine as soon as I get some coffee in me. We've been filling in for guys all week, and then next week it's back 4 to midnight.
Well, I'll make sure the coffee's extra strong, okay?
Hey, look, coffee or no coffee, I'm still doing the driving. You'd be dead to the world as soon as you had to wait for the first stop line.
Hey, I'll do that.
I can manage.
Yeah, I know you can. You can manage very well without me. I just wish you wouldn't.
It's only 2 cups of coffee, Joe.
No, it isn't. It's a whole lot more than that. You won't even look at me.
Now, that's silly.
Yes, it is. It's really silly for us to try to get along without each other after all these years. Well, it's a lot more than silly. It's impossible.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Joe. I never said a word about getting along without you or anything of the kind.
You don't have to. You're scratching.
What?
You always scratch your forehead when you're nervous.
You know all my foibles,
Yes,
don't
of
you?
course I do.
Well, that makes me really mad.
Oh, honey. Listen, I really want Eliza to be happy. That's all I want. You know that.
Yes, I know that.
I don't think we have all the facts now. I don't think we know really who's to blame, but we'll figure it out. Everything will calm down. We'll sort that out. They'll be together and happy the way they're meant to be. It's really all I want.
That's all I want, too.
And I'm not taking sides now. Do you believe that?
Yes, I believe that.
Stop scratching.
Yeah. Maybe. If you stop being such a know-it-all about all my nervous habits, okay?
I'll try. Oh, you.
Oh, Aja, don't let me disturb you. I just need to pick up some of the random sample reports. And then I ought to get back to work on the laser again.
No, I was just going to have a cup of coffee. May I pour you one?
No, thanks. What's the matter? You have a cold?
Yeah, I think I'm getting the beginnings of one, but I'll be all right. So tell me, you think the random samplings, they're going to shed some light on the laser malfunction?
I'm willing to try anything at this point. And that's just the trouble. I've got to slow down and decide what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes you just have to take stock of a situation, even if you're not in the mood to take a long, hard look. Even if the very last thing you want to do is to face the consequences.
Face the consequences? Aja, are you all right?
No. No, Travis, I'm not all right. And I think it's time that I told you why.
What is it?
Well, you probably know already. You just have the manners and the very good grace not to mention it. Oh, Trav. I love you. You never even noticed. After I fell all over myself trying to find a way to tell you how much I care.
I don't know what to say, Aja.
Well, there's nothing for you to say. It's my place to speak now. You see, I wish that the only thing I had to say was regarding my feelings for you, but it's not. You see, there's more. There is much more, and I don't know if you'll understand. But that's just a risk I'm going to have to take, because you have to know the truth, and you have to know it before it's too late.
What? Tell me.
Your father. You have to know the truth.
Well, hello there, men in blue. You enjoying your lunch?
Hey.
Listen, I don't think the two of you have met.
No.
John Colton, this is Dane Taylor.
Hi, how you doing? Just call me Colt. Everybody does.
Colt.
Right.
Okay, Colt. Colt, 45. Good name for a cop. That's the last time you'll hear that joke.
Oh, I hope
Listen,
so.
I was not wishing any shootouts on you guys.
Not in front of the working police.
Sorry, Emerson, were we disturbing your nap?
Brian, that's okay. Go back to sleep. It's only the whole town counting on you. Don't worry about it. Nice meeting you, Colt.
Take care.
Yeah,
See you
enjoy the
guys
rest of your
later.
lunch. Bye-bye.
Ah, Phillips.
I've made excellent connections.
You certainly did. I appreciate it, especially in view of what's been taking place this morning.
Oh?
I finally got the approval on the bank. State Banking Commission called me a few hours ago.
That's wonderful. I'll have to call Offenbach in Geneva.
I trust he'll be happy.
Oh, I trust he will. But first things first. The Martin Turner loan agreement. No snags, I'm happy to say. It's airtight, just as you wanted it.
And so convenient, too. I told you we'd have Martin Turner in our laps. There's one thing you can count on with Martin. You'll always need money, sooner or later.
And this time he had to come to you.
Yes, and he had to agree to my terms.
Indeed. But are you ready for the next order of business?
Certainly.
I've been investigating the matter of Miss Jennifer Deacon's child. Now, it seems the child was born in Los Angeles in May of 1971. The name on the birth certificate was Danielle Sandra McDonald. And almost immediately, she was transferred into the care of her grandparents. But when they died, she went into the California foster home system. Now, the first family to take her was named Daniels, and they soon moved out of the state and have disappeared.
That's it. That's as far as you've traced her?
Yes, well, it's very difficult to trace a minor child. I mean, she doesn't have a social
Phillips,
security.
I didn't say it would be easy. Just keep on it, okay?
Yes, of course. Does the mother, does Miss Deacon know that you're conducting this search?
No, she doesn't, and I want to keep it that way. When we find her, then I'll decide when to notify Jenny.
Of course. Well, the bank's been closed for hours in Geneva, but I'm tempted to call Offenbach at home just to tell him your news. Is there a phone nearby where I could speak privately?
Oh, yes, certainly. Down in my club.
Rusty! What is the meaning of this?
Martin, I trust you know my attorney, Mr. Phillips.
I know that you got me to sign a document that I thought was a standard loan agreement. Now I find I leave myself open to be stripped of everything I own.
Martin, please, let's not overstate things as usual, shall we?
What would you call it, Rusty? What would you and your so-called attorney call it? I signed a document that turns over the control of my stock and Turner Instruments to you if I don't repay half the loan in 30 days?
You mean you'll have some trouble? I mean, it's a whole month, Martin.
30 days is not enough time for me to raise that kind of money, and you know it. No matter what kind of business the club does. You knew it when you drew up this ransom note.
Turner, may I point out that you put up that stock as collateral, and if Mr. Centel wishes to put a time limit...
You stay out of this. You're as big a snake as he is. Two of you put your heads together to make sure I came out of this without a penny. And you misrepresented yourselves all the way down the line. You told me I had to turn over my stock so that the loan would look right for tax purposes. Nobody said anything about any time limit.
Martin, listen, just calm down. Let's discuss this downstairs. You're disturbing everyone.
Who am I disturbing, Rusty? You tell me who it is that I'm disturbing.
What's going on?
This man has deceived me. He has grossly deceived me, and I will not tolerate it. Tell him, Rusty. Tell him the details of your little loan agreement.
There's nothing to explain, Martin.
Nothing to explain, you liar.
Hey, come on, you can't do that. Attorney, you can't do that. Come on now, I think we can settle this.
This thing can never be settled. Not as long as that man is able to lie and cheat and swindle his way into people's lives. And I'm not the only one. Still, you know that. And you ought to know that too, Joanne. Look what he did to Eliza. That man is an animal. That man is a gross animal, and as long as we let him, he's going to move in for the kill. But this is the last time, Rusty. The very last time I'm going to see to it that you never do it again. As God is my witness.
All right, Martin, come on, please.
You remember that, Rusty Centel. I'm going to see to it that nobody ever falls prey to you again. You hear me?
Please, don't. You see, I deserve to be upset. I deserve much more than that. You're the one who's been hurt, Travis. You and Liza.
Me and Liza. And the truth about my father. What does that mean?
Oh, this is all coming all wrong. And Travis, I'm so frightened.
Liza, you have nothing to fear from me.
You don't understand. Oh, Travis, I do love you. And as difficult as that was at times, you see, that was my very precious secret. And as long as I could be your friend, it was all right, as long as I could just somehow work close to you. But there's more, and when I tell you...
What? Please tell me.
You're going to detest me, and I don't know if I can live with that. But I do know that I cannot live with letting all this continue on. Travis, if you could just promise me one thing.
Of course.
Promise me that you will try to understand that I never, ever meant this to happen. You see, I thought that because I loved you so much, that it would all turn out all right, but it hasn't. It's become this nightmare.
Would you just tell me, please?
Everything Liza told you was the truth. Everything about your father. He's been behind it from the very beginning.
Behind it. From the beginning.
It was all a lie, Travis. Everything you believed about Liza was all set up by him. George Cousins and that Tony, they were hired by him, and they did whatever he told them to.
My father?
Oh, Travis, I've loved your father as if he were my own. But you must know the truth.
My father did all this.
Yes. Oh, God forgive me, Travis. But I helped.